Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott Wave update for Bitcoin. This has been one of the toughest coins to track without getting extremely bullish on. And I think I've come up with the most logical path. Now, what I think is going to end up happening in the broader market is we're going to range between this like up and down 20% for the next couple months, maybe 30% just in this entire range. Not breaking the previous low at around 60K, but not breaking above around 80K. So kind of between 60 and 80K, I'm expecting us to range in this area in a much larger correction. And that's when all the alts are going to run while Bitcoin is consolidating. So what I came up with is nothing was matching up. That big drop last week invalidated my previous count, so I had to relook at everything. And what I came up with was, I believe this third wave in blue is actually working on linear chart, not log. So we had our blue 1-2, our 1-2 of one lesser degree, and another 1-2. Now the reason I switched this to a 1-2 from here rather than up here is we had a nice clean 5 to the upside and then we corrected. So that's 5 waves up, and we have to consider, okay, is there a 1-2 before? Yes. What targets are we hitting? When we pull from our wave 1 and 2 from one larger degree, our anticipation for this third wave to complete on linear chart is around 77,500. We would then expect a consolidation between that range and 62,623, which is why I think we'll end up making some sort of running flat in that area. And then we eventually complete our fifth wave just shy of 100,000. You can see our targets there around 95,886 and 86,691. We'll have to see how this wave pans out. We need to see the price action on it to come up with a top once it starts moving. So I think we get that, and then we consolidate at the high at the previous fourth wave, and then we finally go up for our fifth. Seems to make the most sense. It's actually respecting the fibs, so that's my anticipation coming up. Now if we see that as our target at around 95K, we go back to log chart and we see where 95K is. It's just shy of the 200% extension on log scale of this 1 off the 2 in blue, which is nice. So we come just shy of the 200% and we pass the 1.618 for our third. Now, that doesn't mean we can't get extremely bullish on this fifth. Fifth wave do tend to extend pretty significantly, but we're not going to cover that at the moment. Just looking at this third wave in blue and how it's likely to complete. So I go back to linear. We're expecting our third has topped right at the 1.236 and the 382. Extension of this wave 1. We then get our pullback for our fourth. To around no lower than the 1-to-1 there at 62,623, and then push up to the 77K, and then we're looking for some sort of running flat. Again, I anticipate these in bullish markets rather than zigzags, or we get some sort of triangle. We're getting a fourth wave, right? So it should be a sideways consolidation. Then we push up to that 100K, potentially pass it if we do get a little bit of an extension, or just below it we make our larger correction as a fourth wave. Again, could be a fast drop as a running flat, because we'll be in a larger fourth wave or a triangle, unsure. But as you can see, it is respecting these fib levels on linear, which is nice. If we get this fifth move up and we get our correction, we are on the right path. Let's go down to the hourly, and we're going to switch to log scale. As you can see, we are respecting this wave 1 and 2 pitchfork and I don't expect us to come out of it. If we come out of it, I would expect the wave to be completed. Just an early indication. So we have a 3-wave move to the downside, looking for this B wave to extend slightly out in time. We have 3 waves up here, maybe get a flat, another 3-wave up, come between our 1.236 and 382 extension of this move to the downside, which is between 71,595 and 73,250, and then look for our C wave drop. This is where I would be interested in a long. I don't really trade Bitcoin that often. I like trading the alts. I just use it to track the broader market. And if we get a shy retracement, you'd expect between the 618 and the 1-to-1 to target our C wave. Wherever that ends up pivoting from. If it is quite bullish, we usually just get past the 618. So looking for this ABC to complete over the next, week. Should take some time. And potentially see alts break out during this period. Usually when Bitcoin consolidates, we start moving in alts. Hopefully that is the same scenario. So let's go back to linear. And you can see our target there for our 3rd wave after we get this 4th wave in is up at 70,497. We would expect then to consolidate at or above the all-time high, make some sort of sideways correction, flat or a triangle for that 4th wave, and keep moving from there. Now it's very important that we do not break this A wave low. Very important. We don't want any market structure breaks from here on out of any significance. All right guys, so that's it for Bitcoin. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.